Most of us have stuff lying around our house that either doesn't work properly or at all, or is just no longer useful to us, and we're just counting down the days till we have the courage to toss it all in the trash. It could be books, clothing, appliances, electronics, furniture, you name it. You know something needs to be done with it, but you're not sure what. And if you're hesitating, it's probably because you think there might be some value in the stuff you have and you don't want to be wasteful. So before you throw anything away or spend any money on replacing anything, ask yourself these 5 questions to make sure you're getting all of the value out of what you have. The first question is it returnable? And sometimes we buy things and after a couple of months they stop working, or maybe those shoes just didn't fit quite right when you tried to wear them, even though you know you tried them on in the store, and then we toss them aside. Time passes and you think it's probably too late to return the item. But just check, because you might find that the items are still within the return window. A number of stores have a 90-day return policy, and you can get a refund if you have a receipt, or you can make an even exchange of the product if you don't have a receipt. And a lot of items, particularly appliances and electronics, come with 1 and 2 year manufacturer warranties. And you can just contact the manufacturer, explain the problem with the item, and they'll let you know if it warrants them repairing or replacing the item at no charge to you. The second question you want to ask is it repairable? And no matter what the item is that you're thinking about tossing out, just take a little time to consider a few things. Can the item be fixed? Do you have the ability to fix it yourself or learn how to fix it yourself? And how much would that cost? How much would it cost to have someone else fix it for you? And is the cost of repairing it low enough compared to the cost of just replacing the item altogether? My rule of thumb is don't toss it and replace it, repair it and keep it, but only when it's the most time and cost-effective option. Question number 3 is it resellable? And we have things like old laptops, appliances, cars that don't work as well as they used to or don't work at all. And you've gone through the first 2 questions and determined that it wouldn't be worth it for you to pay for it to be updated or repaired. But that doesn't mean that it's not worth it to someone else. And there are people, organizations, companies who are willing to buy your old stuff and refurbish them or use them for parts, or maybe your old version of something is new to them because they don't have any version of what you have at all. And you can sell your used items at local flea markets or on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. You can even participate in a trade program like Amazon's, where you can receive an Amazon gift card in exchange for a variety of used items like cell phones, Amazon devices, video games, and the gift card amount is dependent upon the trade-in value of the item and would just be credited to your Amazon account. And if you shop on Amazon like I do, that's a good deal. Then you can just use the money or the value that you get from selling it or trading it to help offset the cost of replacing the item. And just a little piece of information, did you know that in many areas the electric company will give you money for your old refrigerator or freezer? Someone we knew was giving away a stainless steel fridge, and we had a refrigerator that worked already, but parts were falling off of it and it didn't match our kitchen anymore. So we took the free refrigerator and we just called our local electric company, who not only came and picked up the old fridge, but they also paid us $75 for it. So just check out the electric company and see if they're offering a program similar to that in your area. Question number 4 is it receivable? So maybe you don't want to go through the process of listing items for sale and shipping them to customers, or attending flea markets and selling your stuff for a profit. But maybe what you have is still in decent condition. The next question that you want to ask is it something that someone else would be glad to receive? And you can give them to people you know, people you work with, people in your neighborhood. Myself, I'm good for cleaning and bagging up my kids' clothes and giving them to people that I know that have kids younger than mine. And over the years, I have received countless clothing items, collections of children's books, and car seats from other people after their children have grown out of them. You can just be a blessing to someone else with a variety of things that were once a blessing to you, instead of throwing them away. And if you don't know anyone personally that you can give those things to, you can find thrift stores, social service organizations, and churches that take donations to make them available to the community. So you've got this item and you've already asked yourself all the other questions and figured out that you can't return it. You decided that it's not worth it to you to repair it or update it. You can't seem to find anyone who wants to buy it from you, and maybe it's not even good enough to give away, and you think it's just time to throw it out. Think again and ask one more question. Is it repurposable? If you've watched more than one of my videos, you already know that my favorite way to avoid waste and spend less money is to repurpose. So even though you might have to spend money to replace that one item that you're getting rid of, you might be able to use that item to save you money by turning it into something else that you need or want. And you can repurpose all kinds of things, from small home decor items and old socks to large pieces of furniture. You can take things apart, change the look, add things to it, and make it useful in a whole new way that still meets a need that you may have. If you need some inspiration for how to repurpose some of the things that you're thinking about throwing away, just check out my repurpose playlist, and any electronics and appliances that you do have to throw away, just make sure that you recycle or dispose of them responsibly, and I'll see you next time.